Oh, I had to hit the go live button. That makes sense. I wonder if the duck is working. If anyone in chat can confirm that anyone in chat can confirm if anyone in chat oh, I can hear my own stream. Anyone in chat. Oh gosh, please stop. Anyone. Whew. Goodness, that was almost not good. All right. Okay. Let's do this. I guess the stream has started. For anyone that is already here, for a brief explanation, if you have no context of this game, this is the Lato. This is the first sidearm that you get in the funny sci-fi space ninja game. And it is not exactly great in comparison to everything else in the game as of now. So we are going to do our best to make it usable. I don't know if it'll work, but there's a couple of ways that we can do this. First things first, aside from modding, we need to get that. We need to get this thingy, the Lato Incarnon Genesis. So let's get started. And I know my buddy is downstairs, who will be monitoring the stream to see if everything is working. I don't know if he's looking at all of that right now. Also, I see turn up game audio, it's barely there. I couldn't hear myself. Options. It's at 9. Oops, that's too much. Let's do 14. How's that? Oh, you. Let's pick you. Let's pick you. You come on, Warframe. Okay, well, if the game audio is not loud enough, am I loud enough? That one. Yeah, I can hear your AC. Okay. Well, I don't want to be hot, so I guess you're hearing an AC. That will be a future fix. It's letting the squad know that we are ready. I'm on PC, that's right. Alright, get me in there. Let's go. Let's go. Are we going? I'm gonna go in. I wish you could hide your weapons inside of Duviri. It does look a bit silly, but it's fine. I guess the idea is that you want to know, or people want to know what type of weapons you got. Oh, I didn't pick a degree. Movement speed.
That roost in the Zariman
High tension.
Breaking into the undercroft. Repair the damage to keep them at bay.
Movement speed on Gauss is funny, so we'll do this.
Gather the floating spheres
Yes.
and take them to the Watchers.
I don't know if I picked up any of those. There we go. Probably the least stimulating game mode in this game, but that's fine. Just gotta collect all the Vex milk. Hi, Rush. Hello. Good to see anybody who's coming in for this test. Now this is a test. I do plan on doing this. I need to utilize this channel, so I do think I want to regularly stream, like a once-a-week thing for now, and then just sort of see where it goes. But if things get choppy, this is full discretion. My internet has been on the fritz. I made everyone at the July 4th party turn off the Wi-Fi, disconnect from the Wi-Fi for 5 minutes on the the internet lady's instructions. And for like a second, it was fixed. It was fixed for maybe like 5 minutes. And then immediately when I turned it all back on, good, bye-bye. Internet go. Oop. I haven't played Gauze in a while, but this game mode does not entail that I need to do anything. That's loud. Nolan, are you... Oops. Tech? Yep. I will amend that in the future. Tech, is everything sound fine down there? Aside from the air condition. I need to collect more void milk. That's probably not what it's called, but it's what I refer it to as.
A breach has been sealed. Excellent.
Oh, no, there's the big void milk. Gimme. Yeah, that didn't fill up my... It didn't fill up my little void container at all. Thermal sunder... Nope, that's the wrong ability. It's this one. That's the one that I want. Yes.
The rupture is closed. The paradox stabilizes.
Things are dying. That's fine. We don't need to kill anything here. Yeah, it's good enough. You'll be able to check the VOD later, but essentially, it's your voice friend and center, and then the game. That's ideal. Too much Warframe noise is, overstimulating, as one might say. Like, if anybody does join this stream without any context, they've never heard of Warframe, they're probably gonna look at this and just be confused. But, in between all of that, we'll take some breaks so I can quickly explain what's going on. But, long story short, I have Pistol, that is booty, and we want it to not be booty. Aw, man. I've also been told that I need to keep these streams, quote-unquote, PG-13. Ooh, every decree collected increases movement speed by 10. There we go. The fastest possible gals. That is our goal today. At least here. It's survival, meaning that I don't need to do anything for... Or at least I don't need to think for 5 minutes. I can just talk. Ooh, well, let's... kill some things, otherwise this will be pretty boring. Oh, we need to find those decrees. I'll worry about that later. Okay, melee is working better than my gun. Well, I was using my sidearms here. It's the Axamati Prime. I have not updated that build in some time. So I'll probably have to take a look at that again. So let's just use the Kuva. What is this? Do I have the Hind? Okay. Okay. I got stuck in a tree. Ooh! Why was that red? What? Okay. I won't complain. If they die, then I can't complain. Oh, it's the Crystal Warframe. Oh my! Yeah! That's why I play the game. The big, satisfying red number. Serotonin. I don't know if that was the right brain chemical, but you can correct me. I didn't say keep it PG-13. I said don't be an idiot. Well, 1, mean. 2, that is not what you said. I remember very... Oh, I said PG-13. I told that to myself. Nah, I'll keep it a rule. If any of my viewers are aware that I have a dog, Milo, I wrote a song for him a bit ago. He does not like swearing. If stress happens in the house, which, you know, I don't live in a necessarily stressful environment, but my dog is a bit of a baby. If you begin swearing enough, like if an F word goes off a couple of times, he leaves and is concerned. He'll like go up to me and like pat me on the leg and be like, "Are you okay?" And then I'll stop. So I've been doing my best to calm down with the language. I will admit I'm not great. I'm around my homies a lot, and we like to say a lot of dumb, stupid things. And get angry at video games, and make fun of Call of Duty players, and all of that. Woo. Yeah, but thank you for anybody who's tuning in. I know I started this gaming channel a while ago. It's sort of, ideally it was supposed to be the post whatever I want that isn't my main channel stuff. But ideally it's supposed to be primarily a gaming thing. That's how I play this Warframe. That's right. There we go. They're exploding. Gauss is a caster, not a gun platform. He is really good at casting his abilities and making things go bye-bye. Like that. They eventually die. They're sort of high level. This is Steel Path. The guns help finish the job. But Gauss is really good, if played correctly, at wiping groups. Yeah. If you look at the mini-map up there and I just sort of do my abilities a couple of times, things just sort of disappear. Nothing with Overguard, though. These guys are a little bit tanky. I can't just wipe the floor with them. But like that guy's dead. Yep, there we go. He's dead. Normal fodder will die. Ooh. Things are becoming hazy. I'm getting lost in the sauce. Ah. My only issue with Gauss is that I wish his final ability... At the bottom right, you can see all the Warframe's abilities. Watching while I work on the Jade operation. Heck yeah! Go for it. I was able to farm... Oh, actually, you're right. I do need to do that. The name of the game for this stream, though, is to make the Lato not poop. But we'll get there eventually. You're covering the abilities, Lamau. Thanks, Nolan. I was losing my train of thought. Right. The fourth ability there at the bottom of the right. Oh, it needs to, I wish it was recastable. Like, if I press it again, it turns off. As opposed to continuing the duration. And then I need to cast my third ability twice to get the ramp up for its effectiveness, because that gives me both damage and survivability. So, like, Gauss can basically go on a massive spree for a minute, and then need to fix himself.
I advise you not to be content with merely doing enough.
Oh. That one. I am not a fast reader. I don't know what all of that said. Not really, but I'm going off of vibes. Every fifth shot? Yeah, sure.
And the M4s it needs to create a
I guess I'm playing Gauss today as a gun platform.
You found a crucible.
Well, that's doing its job.
Liberate the necessary M4s
Yeah.
from your enemies.
I finally gotten past the whole stigma of what's the point of doing Steel Path that doesn't do anything, because honestly, it's pretty riveting. It forces me to actually think about how do I push the damage of this Warframe and this weapon further, and like, that's why you play this kind of game. Oh no, I pressed my abilities in reverse, my gauge is at 0. We need to pick up these thingies and throw them into the big ball. The Crucible. Ah, nope. Don't think I picked the one up. There I go, there's one. That was the wrong one. That was the incorrect thing to throw. I need that one. I got lost in the sauce a couple of days ago playing Duviri. I think I stayed in with the squad for about over an hour. Things were level 4,000. It was nuts. Never stayed in that long. But I was Valkyrie, so she could step up. She has a lot of armor and survivability. And primarily melee with her ult, so she can do a lot of damage. But a lot of things nowadays in Warframe can do a lot of damage. Gone are the days where we're stuck with a very select few warframes and weapons to get the job done. Now we have room to mod how we see fit, play the game the way that you want. Except for anybody who wanted this to be a stealth survival game. Sorry for you guys. I see the appeal, and I know that we're ninjas, but it's just not this game's strong suit. I think they can do it. I think they could totally fix up the game, add a couple more stealth elements to give incentive to those types of players. But, like, aside from the moon spy missions, you don't get much. There's almost no reason to do spy missions, and it doesn't tickle people's brains the same way that the big number do. Ugh. I am not playing Gau's right now, but that's okay. I'm a Chroma main. And my damage is working out fine. That's what we like to see. Go Gauss. I was maining Gauss for a bit because I found him very refreshing. I tend to play gun platforms. A Warframe that's good at buffing gun and melee damage as opposed to using a Warframe for their abilities. But, I mean, things are changing. I said I was a Chroma main, but in reality I'm now a Hydroid main because of what he can do. Good old Tentacle Captain Hydroid. There's none of the ones that I need are on the floor. Nope. 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 My gauge is going lower and lower and lower for every wrong input I put in. And now I'm out of energy because I cast the wrong ability 7 times in a row. Goodness. It's all toxin. I don't actually know how to make them drop the specific elements we need. I assume that there's a method, like damage done specifically by the weapon that you use. Where's this armor strip coming from? Is that me? No energy. Ooh. That's not good. Ice. Ice. Still don't see ice. Nope. I just have to click it. That's what was wrong. I just had to click it.
It is a comfort to know that even in the depths of the Undercroft,
Thank you, Teshin.
the laws of alchemical science remain unbroken.
Exterminate. Easy enough. So I only need to fill in this bar twice, and then I'm done. So I don't want to just stay in Duviri the whole time. The main idea of this stream is to get the gun I want working. Weak points create to 10 feet. Too many words. Sliding every second, each shot. That's real. None of these are. Oh, what happened? Oops. Shots deal an extra corrosive. Yeah, that one. Like I said, playing this Warframe very wrong right now. But that's okay. Whoa, why is he dead? Whoa, why is he in the abyss? Thank you, Warframe. It happens. All is forgiven. I still like you. Yeah. I do have full armor strip. Goodness. Thank you, Gauss. But my energy is not great right now. I don't know why. Looks like I have to do a bit of updating. How much energy does... It takes like 200. My dog is barking. Nolan, is the dog... Can you hear the dog? It's not a problem. Oh. Oh. That one. More corrosive, because my gun is doing corrosive damage. Means more armor. Nope, wrong button again. I gotta stop doing that.
The spark of victory has been struck. Fight on and fan the flame.
He does so much more damage now that blasted no longer sucks. Not against those. Not against those. Those still need to be shot. There we go. And I know that enemy... Yeah, the dog is fine. I know that enemies also now have an armor cap, meaning that no matter what level they're at, my armor script should not have any issues, because they're all stuck at the same value. I don't know what that value is, because I'm not good at remembering all of those little details. There's not a single build that I have that is not made with some form of inspiration or quite literally just directly copying a Warframe content creator because they know what they're talking about. I'm very lazy. Don't like reading patch notes. Unless I'm in the mood. Have we?
To the world above.
Okay.
Do not expect me to tell you.
Excavation. Oh, the guy that glitched out left. That's all fine and dandy. Ground slam, heavy attacks, rolling grant ammo efficiency. None of those help me.
Secrets lie buried deep within the undercroft.
Your first shot after reload. No, that also doesn't help me. That one.
You must protect the excavators and keep them powered.
And as we go, Gauss just gets progressively faster and faster, and I get to understand what's happening on my screen a little bit less and less. Oh my gosh. Woo! Look at me go! This is Gauss at his max potential. Even gave him Nourish. He's got a little bit of Grendel in him. Last round for me. Alright, I'll probably leave here after this round too, and then we'll reset, get another Warframe, finish off the XP bar. Fast Gauss is hard to aim with. Oh, what is taking my energy so much? This was not a problem before. I know Sabuchi doesn't like equilibrium, but I don't understand why. It just makes things more convenient. Maybe it's one of those just get good at Warframe philosophies, which I don't understand. This is not a get good kind of game. This is more of a make your number higher kind of game. In the right places. Like, you know where to raise the number. Oh, this is still full. That's okay. Ooh, that did not fully armor strip you. That fully armor stripped you. I keep getting stuck on things. Things are going a little too fast. Progressively getting more confused. I guess Citrine's Crystal... I know it's been a while, but I don't look at all of the... I don't know what a Warframe does if I have not used them myself. I don't take the time to check. So I don't know what Citrine does. I know she's a support frame, and my numbers become funnier when she's around. That is about it. Wait, okay. There's that. Whoa, what? Okay, that one was just broken. That one said, found you. Haha. You definitely found me. Ooh! No, no, no. Get out. All of you out. Okay. Things are going alright. Which one? B. I'm at C. He's dead. Uh-oh. I'm out of energy again. Okay, 4, 3, 2, that one's done. Leave! Get out! Location established. I get very antsy when defense objectives don't have enough CC. Is that one dead? Yeah, that one's dead. It's hard to tell sometimes. Give me the juice. Put in the juice. It's already full. Juice is useless. What's the point of it being in burst if if it's just going to fire that fast? There we go, machine gun mode. Full auto fire for the Hind. That feels way better. He's done? Fine. It would have been nice to just keep going and finish it off, but that's alright.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Brilliant. For anyone who has not... Well, I guess that's assuming that people play this game. Like, I know Warframe has gotten more popular, but, like, it's still pretty niche. But the latest quest... Beautiful. Made me tear up like a little baby duck. You might be wondering why the duck. I don't have enough information. I don't know if I have enough readily available information to provide context, but for the soda I have down there, that's because of I am not called fried soda on here. My tag is fried soda in a lot of places. Here there's a derivative, boiled ramune. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny to me. I don't know if it's funny to you guys, but it is funny to me. Now, where am I? Right. Back into Duviri. Gotta keep going. Steel essence, 25. Not bad. I don't normally need it anymore. There we go. We're almost there. Begin the circuit. We've got this. And it looks like everything in the stream is working. Nice. If this gains a bit more traction, I'm going to upgrade the duck. Not to something that isn't the duck, but like
play with the volume off.
A more expressive duck. What is happening? Come on, you can do it. There we go. Admittedly, I also may be called midway through the stream to do stuff, but that is alright. Whoa! Whoa, chat at the bottom left over there that's a lot of... It gets that big? That's a little distracting. But that's okay. I know electricity damage does really well nowadays, so I'm going to give that a shot. Uh-oh. That's not good. I am not fantastic with any of these choices, and I don't own Atlas. No. Maybe. I forgot how to use you. I also forgot how to use you. Saren it is. I know she's a little bit better, and I did update her build to be sort of like a melee berserker kind of thing. But admittedly, she doesn't work well unless she has the exact specific weapon that I use the build for. Let's go. It's even got the same colors. I don't like you. I don't like you. I don't need a melee weapon. Oh. Oh, wow. I've hit the short stack here. What's this? Why is that it's a Vasto? Alright. Not much choice there. Let me go get my plants. Yes, everybody needs a little bit of an intake on their plants. Alright. Oh, no, I forgot to ask if they were ready. Oh, okay. Hello. They're ready. And there's a Dante. There's a Dante doing his thing right now. Yes, give me all of your Dante juice. Yes, look at all of that overguard. It's beautiful. Okay. I also don't have the Sentinel that helps carry her abilities, so I really don't know how this is gonna go, but alright. At least we're starting off simple. We just gotta fill up the milk cart with milk. Yeah, for my own sake. That works. What is that, and what is happening? Well, okay, things can die. We get more of these decrees, that's probably going to absolutely destroy everything, so that's good. Jeez. Whose video did I steal this build from? Why does this Saren have shock as her 4? Come on. Get the juice. Fly higher. Now that we are no longer playing Gauss, I'm gonna do a lot of that. Yeah. Tenno dashing into things is very satisfying. Oh! I won't say that I'm a master at it, no. That's just a lie. That's a bit... I want to fill up the juice all the way. Let's fill up the juice all the way.
Break through the wall. Their master will be freed. Do not allow that to happen. Fight on.
Juice.
Close the ruptures as you would staunch the wounds of a comrade.
I do not own a phage. But that works. It would seem. Oh, it's filled. Where's the thingy? There's a thingy.
Hold fast.
Yeah, fill her up.
The rupture is closed. The paradox
goodness.
stabilizes.
Ooh. Heavy attacks will deal a hit. Finishers will deal 20%. No. Sacrifice 1.5 from your critical chance to gain damage. Critical damage.
A breach has been
Let's reroll.
sealed.
Shots, rolling,
Excellent
parkour,
work.
gain 3. Let's do that. I hope that means that I get like 5 rerolls. I don't know if that's what's gonna happen. Let's bank on that not actually being the case. Yeah, there we go. That was fast.
Been held at bay.
Are these the same missions as... Usually they cycle, but those are the same 2 missions that we did in the first one.
You can stand.
Each stack of corrosive gives...
Is enough to hold the paradox.
Oh, it did give me 5 Oh, that's beautiful.
The environment itself will fight to choke you out.
Thank you, Warframe. I skipped a decree, but that's fine. I have all of this overguard provided by Dante. See, with a Sentinel, I had a thing that helped me group up all of these guys to get a bunch of them at once, but I don't have access to my Sentinel while I'm playing Duviri. Can you guys hear me at all? It's very loud in my headphones. All I hear is Warframe screaming and noise. I lowered my own volume and now I hear a bit less screaming and noise. I probably should have started with that first. This is still working, but when I was playing as Valkyr with a hammer, she quite literally one-shot everything, and they were all level 4,000 and whatnot, so... I'm just not used to it. That looks like it's doing something, so that's working, I guess. What is that weird green field coming from my knee? Thank you. It's just a bit odd. I play a lot of games with something else on and not a lot of the game sound. For instance, Elden Ring. If you play enough Elden Ring, which I'm sure I play enough Elden Ring, you can just sort of turn off the audio, because you don't need to rely on that for knowing where things are anymore. You just, I'm able to just sort of drown it out and go to where I need to be. Oh, all of my overguard is gone and I'm in danger. Saren is very squishy still. So these are all satisfying numbers, but I'm missing a key component that would probably make that infinitely better. And I couldn't tell you what that is. Oh, oh, I saw my shields break, and I am no longer doing that much. I should probably cast my one. Oh, no, 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 no. This is not working anymore. Oh. Whoa, wait. Maybe I've just been sleeping on my first ability because I forgot that it existed. Because that looks like it worked. He just exploded. Okay, there's a guy. And there they go. Now they're just exploding. This is way better. Woo. Yeah. Oh no, I still feel like I'm in danger and I'm not doing anything. Yo.
Life support is limited.
I'm living life on the edge. Saren here. Woo. The super spinny combo for this hammer is beautiful. Look at that. Yeah. Spin. Up again. Spin. Whoops. Yeah, there it goes. Alright, this is working. For now. I see myself dying very fast, and the only reason I'm not just falling over is because of the Dante. Speaking of which, all of my overguard is gone, which is probably why I feel like I'm in danger. See, okay. As long as the spores spread, the toxin damage can carry me over. Where did he go? No. I hate that. I wish there was a way to hit him even if they go into that ability, because them having an invincibility phase is very clunky. Doesn't feel great. I want them to die. Okay, there he goes. Ah! Oops. Now I know the player base with all of the oh, we never collected the decrees. That's okay. I never oh, I lost my train of thought. That's unfortunate. Oh, right. Not that many. This game is I love this one. I've been playing this game for a while, but the recent updates have definitely bolstered the amount of people who are playing the game. I know a lot of vets may not come back because it's no longer the same feeling of them discovering and growing with the game. Very Destiny-like. Like, you feel like you're on that journey. But, how do I say it? I wish a couple more content creators that I like to watch would have covered this game. Like SkillUp. SkillUp has already gone on record saying that this game is great. Like, it does a lot of things way better than Destiny would, especially when it comes to its monetization. But, it never really got the same attention, never really got that same player base. And that's, I'd like to think that it's because of how overwhelming things can be at the beginning of the game for new players, and the fact that they hear how much time sort of needs to get put into the game. Like, you need to put in a couple 100 hours before this game really catches you. Like, you really sink into what it has to offer. But it happens way later, so it's sort of like the Persona effect. You gotta sit there and take it all in before you realize, ooh, this game is a masterpiece, as Donkey would say. I also know that this game is not for everyone. Not everyone has the same amount of time or patience to sit here doing what Warframe asks you to do. Because looter shooters ask you to do very mundane, repetitive actions to get a gun that helps you do those mundane, repetitive actions easier. Like, why am I doing this? Why am I trying to get the Lato to work? Because I want the Lato to work in high-level missions. I have guns that already work for those high-level missions, but I want the Lato to work.
What a waste.
You sort of gotta find your own fun. Give yourself a goal in this game.
Once more, you will never pry the Janus key from the
And I mean, things used to be way worse. I remember back when I started playing this game, revives were a microtransaction. If you didn't know that, Warframe started off with sort of trying to make its way into the Chinese mobile market. It's not doing that anymore, but it did for a bit. So there was a lot of scummy mobile game practices that were inside of this free game. And one of those was limited revives per week. Not per day, but per week. Eventually they changed it to per day until they realized, one, we probably should not monetize in-mission revives because that's awful. And two, people got good enough at the game that they never did. I don't think anyone would. Like, if they ran out of their revives during the week, they just wouldn't play the game. That'd make for poor retention. So eventually the game improved, they removed that, and that bolstered its community and numbers a little bit better. And though I don't think this game is ever going to reach Helldiver status, its community will always keep this game alive. That's what I appreciate. This is a game that I am happy to spend time on and just do that. That is satisfying to me. I'll be completely honest, my ADHD has fully taken over. I have no idea what the last 3 decrees I picked up was, but it seems to be making me hit things harder, so I will assume that I am doing it right. I have picked appropriate decrees to move on. That being said, we shouldn't stay here all that long anymore. After this, it's back to the Lato, checking if I have the resources to get its Incarnon, and crying, because I probably don't, and I'm gonna have to... Ooh! Yeah, that one.
Enemies incoming. Stand fast.
Probably going to have to farm another Duviri game mode to get the Pathos clamps I need to get the Incarnon. Which on the outside, I know a buddy of mine is like pretty impatient with these kinds of things, but a lot of the time those Incarnons, like those weapon buffs, are worth it. And two, if you look at how much time is spent, you don't actually spend that much time doing it. If you know what you're doing, you got a team to help you just get through it all. Like right now, things are just sort of falling over. I don't need to think or do too much to contribute. Spreading my spores would probably help, but I don't know, you tell me. Things are just sort of falling over. There's Gara, she's putting glass everywhere and things are exploding. So she's probably doing her job. Look at all the green. I will have to come back and do some testing because I am not sure if Saren is currently in a state where she can sit in high-level games. To anyone who's currently watching this chat, thank you everyone for tuning in. This is a... So far, I would like to consider this a successful test. Mostly because we haven't disconnected. And the duck hasn't glitched out and died. What was I gonna ask? Oh yeah, how many people in this chat play Warframe? I know the dummy in my basement right now does a little bit sometimes, but he has other things to deal with. And I know that... Kellion? Yeah, I know that you're doing the Jade stuff. I really like that new mission. It's very fun. That is a cool event. I need to finish off farming the Scythe. I know eventually the event is gonna go away, and I may not have time to get the kunai, but I'll just spend money for that one. I'll just get the platinum and buy it. I literally don't understand the gameplay. I just see a guy running. Yeah, no, that's about right. Gameplay regardless. In this instance, we're defending this thing from dying. It's got a health bar at the top left. And the reason why we are here, specifically, is I want to make a gun that I have in my collection that is not great, it's not good, it doesn't match up to everything else that I have in my arsenal, but I want it to. I want to see if it can do something. So that is why we're here, but we do got to take a couple of steps. In Warframe, at first you begin by playing the game, doing the missions, and you collect mods, little cards that you can insert. I'll show that off in a little bit. But you use these cards to make your weapons stronger. You level up those cards. Weapons inherently become stronger as a result.
Understands how to combine the elements coursing through their war.
Magazine capacity. I did not read that at all. I just went and pressed it. That's useless. At least for what I'm doing right now. I'm just hitting things with this hammer to get things done. I am not using my guns. But it looks like Saren is working. What was I talking about? Oh, so you level up your weapons, you make them stronger, and all that stuff using these cards. But eventually, the cards are not enough, or at least the cards that you pick up. Eventually, you need to get a little bit deeper into the game and collect new cards, stronger cards. Things like arcanes, you don't know what that is, but let's just say it's an extra cookie that you can put into your gun to make it even stronger. There's a lot of ways aside from the first basic way that you collect mods that will allow you to become stronger and to make your weapons stronger. And with the recent updates to this game, there's a lot more flexibility in the weapons that you can use. That does not mean everything, though. There's a lot of weapons in here that do big dookie, not big dookie, that entails like good, little dookie damage. They aren't particularly great. The Lato is the first pistol that you get in the game, meaning that it's really early. It'll deal with everything through the base game completely fine. You can mod it to do its job, and it should work. But when things become level 220, the gun stops performing at all. So we'll see what happens. That was 1 million on a red crit. That was beautiful to see. I'm sure that wasn't because of me alone. Someone in the squad buffed my damage. Again, for those who don't particularly have any context, this is a game where you could why did that miss? Very easily get lost in the sauce. But it is a rewarding experience. Like, when you start off slow, you fight a couple of enemies at lower level, you get used to the game, you get used to the character you're playing as, things begin to click. Oh, wow! 40 health! That's not good. Look at the top right. 40 health. Heal! Heal better! Please heal better. Oh my goodness.
A new element is born. Find the next crucible.
Yes, Teshin. Pick up this thing.
Marry electricity and heat and force.
Can't say that I am playing the objective all that efficiently. We have to pick up these things, but I've just been running around hitting things with a big hammer. Ooh! Wow! No! Please die! There we go. I figured that this was a good first game to stream on, even if no one has any idea what's going on the screen. Mostly because there's a lot of information in Warframe that I can discuss and talk about. And it's just sort of one of those games that I'm really passionate about. If we really wanted to... The alternative is Elden Ring, and that might be good for next week's stream. Because that is also another game that I spend an unhealthy amount of hours on. I need more electric. That was satisfying. I don't know why they all just exploded like that, but it did. Yeah, you tell me why that happened. I don't know. I'm the one who built her like this. Ah! That was really satisfying. Ah, yes. Look at all of them melt. Whew. We still need more electric, and there is no electric on the floor. It's just ice and toxin and fire. And I don't know how to make... Oh, wait. If I use electric abilities on them, are they more likely to drop electric things? Well, there's one. I don't know if that was because of me. There's another one. That might have been because of me. But let's just assume that I'm wrong. They don't really die unless I cast my first ability on them first. Yeah, toxin procs, go! Uh-oh, I need a little bit more electricity here. I'm just gonna shock them. Maybe that'll... You know what? Yeah, okay. I think you need to do the damage type specific to what you're collecting. There we go.
Would have been impressed with how you've wielded his crucibles today.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the... Oh, come on! This is definitely one of those games that really gives back the more you pay, the more hours you put into it. Which is not... It's not for everyone, you know? Not everybody can just sit there and wait long enough to get to this point of the game to do things, which is completely fine. But I have a couple of buddies that I introduced this game to. I gave a couple of mods to them so they can get a head start, and they dig it. They like the game. They like its game loop. And they enjoy the process of modding and finding ways to make themselves stronger, even though they're pretty early in the game, which is exactly what we want out of a new player in Warframe. But other games can very easily get our attention too. I took a break from Warframe for a couple of weeks because the Elden Ring DLC came out. Whooped me hard. I fought that final boss for 4 days. Several hours attempts. Just could not get it down. I also did it with what is effectively just a really pointy stick. No armor, no summons, and no help. With the exception of one video that I watched because I was tired of getting hit by an attack. But eventually I did it. And if I tried screaming Elden Ring first, then this stream would probably go on until like 5 a.m. Unless you're into that kind of thing, I don't know. I am not. I know I've streamed once just sort of as a test thing, and that was fun, but I didn't really do it again. But I do not watch streamers, so I am not trying to emulate the style of anyone. I am not trying to sort of just make jokes and stream for no particular reason. I'm just gonna sort of be me. What you see is what you get. It ain't all that different to how I am normally. Except for the swearing, a little bit less swearing. But no swearing, so YouTube does not say, no, bad, go away. And my dog doesn't become sad too. You can thank my tech, who is my homie that's sitting in my basement, for helping me set up the duck. That's all new. Without it, I probably would have just streamed the game without any context with nothing to look at. And I don't really know how many people are looking at my screen, but at the very least there should be something there. So I picked the duck with the sunglasses. The sunglasses being a recent addition. Got those custom ordered Ray-Bans for my duck. Okay. It gets a little bit iffy if we're protecting 2 of them at once. Gotta protect these drills here from the bad guys, otherwise we don't leave. And we only have to protect these 2, but if... Nope, get away. Please leave. Yeah, if we keep them alive, then we can do this in one fell swoop. In like less than about a minute, I'll be done. Thank you, Dante. I'm pretty sure it's only the volatile mode stuff that's disappearing, so the bow should be available. Oh, awesome, thanks. I'm sure I'll be able to grind it before it all goes away. I already find the content that they added in fun.
Extractor charge expended.
Funny thing, on the release of the latest update of this game, which is not this for people who are watching, it's something else. You gotta go up a big elevator and collect motes, and then you get a payout at the end. Now, I was getting a decent amount of motes on day 1, and just felt like if I wanted to bolster the amount I'm earning, I could probably just do the event in Steel Path. So I did that, and I earned a decent amount. I think I earned like 18 motes, like the basic ones that you need every single run, and like 8 of the other ones. And I thought to myself, okay, that's good, that works. It takes a little... Ooh, it's gonna die, it's gonna die. Okay, we're fine. I thought to myself, that's a little bit low. I don't think I'm earning too much, but then Jade is supposed to be very strong. This new Warframe is supposed to be very strong, so the grind is justifiable. And honestly, not that bad. I was able to farm Jade in that single day in about 4 hours, which, in the grand scheme of things, considering that this is a looter shooter, is not at all bad. Oh, I'm done. Oh, no. Yes, I'm Saren. I'm not gonna help. Bye. Will they leave with me? Leave! Leave! Yes! Okay, cool. I don't need to feel bad. Just adjusting myself here. Getting the duck comfortable. Why even play to leave after 2? Well, because I'm done. So, bye. Cool. That step of this entire thing is, done. Oh, right. Continue on my story. So, we're doing the event. I felt like I'm earning all of my things fine enough. I do it for 4 hours, get Jade started, and then I go to sleep. And then I wake up, and the hotfix comes out, saying, hey, the additional rewards that you should have been earning in Steel Path were not working, nor were the drop tables for the Warframe themselves also working. So, now they're working. So I didn't need to go through all of that pain and misery, but I did. Okay, so here's the Lato. What am I doing? What's next? Okay, Duviri done. I need to go collect the Incarnon. So that means I click this. The circuit. The Lato. Huzzah. Now, I did try to put in a bunch of mods to make the Lato by itself good, but it just was not nearly enough. So, hopefully the Incarnon bolsters that damage. What am I doing? Zerman. Bolsters my damage just a bit more, so that I could use this thing. I know it's not going to be perfect. I know it's not going to be the best gun in the game. I just want it to do so. I think it would be very funny to be able to bring in a Lato to Steel Path. No matter how awkward the build is. So we will see. Sorry, I could have skipped that cutscene, but I just like looking at it sometimes, you know? Like, I gotta give it to, like, the art team of this game. I know a lot of people blast through this game with, you know, they don't have the time on their hands to just sit there and look at it, but I mean, look at that. That's pretty. Eat your heart out, Destiny Skybox. I can't say that. They'll get mad at me. I also had a Destiny addiction, so I can't say anything. All of last year, like 2 years ago, I spent a lot of time on Destiny.
Going out in the pinch of the void, any weapon can be made to sing a new tune.
What are these? This isn't what I was looking at. Oh, you can use platinum to get the things you need for the Incarnon. Okay. Okay, I think that's fine. Earning a little bit of platinum is not that hard. If you have the game modes to get the mods. I need to involve Incarnon weapons. Involve. Yeah. I want my gun to feel involved. Incarnon ready. I can do it! Oh baby, yeah! Let's go! Yes! That's an entire step that I get to skip. Ah, that makes me happy.
Here's where it gets interesting. If you die, I got dibs on your stuff.
Okay, let's go back really quickly. Now, if I've installed the Incarnon already, I need to go check already. Does it already give me the flat buffs to the gun? Or do I have to do a solo mission to get those buffs first? Headshots Incarnon, gain thrust through and ricochet. It doesn't really say, so I don't actually know. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's a high number. That's 1,414. That's higher than I remember that being by a considerable amount. Maybe I should use a Warframe that'll die a little bit less fast. With Excalibur, he's gonna be a bit squishy, so let's just chroma. Ooh, no wait, that was my loadout. Go back, Excalibur. Not that one. Other Excalibur. I gotta fix this. Okay. Let's go back to Miscellaneous. There's Chroma, so he will help. If all else fails, the gun will be bolstered by his ability to buff the damage. There's the Lato. And then we need to complete a solo mission. So let's just do that part as fast as possible. I'm just gonna go click on a low-level capture mission just to get the Incarnon done. We'll do it on Earth. I like it on Earth. Earth is pretty. Capture, capture, capture. And this, the new quick loadout thing on the left, very nice. Oh, these are all things I wish they added to the game years ago. But now they're adding a bunch of quality of life updates a lot this year under the new leadership. So I appreciate it.
You are here to find our target and bring them to the extraction point. Happy hunting.
So I know it's not going to be that effective if I go to a high level gameplay, but being able to one-shot things with the Lato here feels nice.
I will consider what I've learned from this skirmish.
Yeah, that sound design, slick. It doesn't sound like a hand cannon or anything, but that sounds like a gun a ninja would use. I doubt I need to cast any abilities. Everything here is level 3.
The capture target has vital information that we will need to extract. We need our subject brought back alive.
There he is. Gimme. Into the ether. Let me hear those screams of pain and misery.
Mission complete. The captive has been escorted to the extraction point. Well done.
I'm sure they treat the Grenier well in whatever digital prison they house him in. Actually, no, that's probably a lie. They probably go directly to Samaris, who's the AI in this game that likes collecting everything and putting him in a digital zoo. That extraction is really close. Cool. And what, we were able to get the Incarnon in the hour? That's beautiful. Might even only take the next 30 minutes. I might cut off the stream a bit early, but I don't know. We'll see if we can go for another hour. Because I want to see if we can end our stream with whatever final results we've got with this Lato. Keep in mind, if you get an Incarnon for a gun in this game. It means it gets an alt fire that you can activate. That's what this thing is. Ideally, I want to get the Lato to a state where it can kill things without needing to turn that on. That is probably not ideal, but it is what there's the base stat upgrade. Look at that. Increased base damage by 40 with overshields. Increased base damage with overshields increase 40. Oh, wait. Oh no. Okay, so it increases my base damage by 40. That's already nice, but I get an additional if I have overshields. So that's nice. Probably need to use a different Warframe for I know Chroma can do it. Get that extra. But that means it'll synergize well with something like Volt or something. Something that always has overshields on. What's this one? Void's guidance, accuracy. We'll look at all of this later. What do I need to do next? Complete challenge to unlock the next upgrade.
Wait. No. It's just the corpus peddling their wares again.
Get off the emergency frequency.
Wait, increase base damage by 30. Reload from empty. Increase base damage by 30. For how long? Well, I'm going to pick that one if it works on anything. On whatever Warframe I want. That's neat. We went from 128 to 188. I don't know how well that's going to translate into mission, but we'll give it a shot. Okay. Kill 100 enemies with this weapon's Incarnon form. Oh, so I have to do it again anyway. Fine. Alright. I guess, let's go take a look at the mods that I have on this gun for now. So this is what I was talking about for the card system. There we go. See all of that? These are the cards for anyone who's unfamiliar with it. And those cards just increase these numbers here. So let's see. Galvanized diffusion for that multi-shot, meaning that each shot is going to fire more projectiles, which means more damage. And, yeah, galvanized shot, status chance on kill. This is going to up the status elements that I do, like toxin, electricity. These two combine into a different element. There's heat and there's radiation. And I went ahead and gave it one of the new mods from the Jade update, Semi-Pistol Cannonade, which is insane. Just for reference, the first base damage mod that you get for your guns are these. Hornet Strike, Serration, yada yada. So that's 220% damage. And you see on the top right of the card, it says 14. That is how much space it'll take up. In this case, I have 60. I have 60 amount. If I put it in a matching symbol, it'll cut that number in half. But look at this. So it takes 14 space on a V polarity slot for 220% damage. Semi-pistol cannonade is taking 9 for 300% damage. And punch through, meaning that the pistol can now shoot through enemies. That's rad. And with secondary merciless, I get additional damage every time I kill something. So let's see how it goes. 1 second. I will be AFK really quickly. I should really get an AFK duck.
What you gonna eat? Mommy did not do.
I'll find it. It's okay, it's not. The world. Okay. I am back. Oh my goodness, my duck was in limbo there for a second. I might have to recalibrate the duck. Can I recalibrate the duck? The duck has been recalibrated. That was my mom walking into my room asking if we can buy burgers. That's a good question no matter what scenario. Alright. I only know one way to get that many kills efficiently, and I guess this will probably be a good test for the gun. Survival Steel Path on Saturn, Grenier. Oh! Am I running the right Am I running the right elements? I don't know if I'm running the right elements. We'll have to see.
These are worthy foes. Underestimate them at your peril.
Okay. So this is just endless hordes of enemies
They have just
that are
shut
going to
down
keep
all
going after
systems.
my butt.
I'm sending life support capsules your way.
Okay. Let's just go ahead and turn all of that on.
This scanner is detecting a potential target.
Bad guys?
Use it.
Okay, let's see what you can do.
Traces of the target.
Wow. That is incredibly underwhelming. Fine, I'll turn on the Incarnon and see if that changes anything. I know that is a lot of numbers. That doesn't particularly seem bad. But in comparison, this is what I can do by hitting my hammer on the floor. So that is what I want this pistol to do. But I don't think it... I don't know about you, but that's doing something. Let me get my abilities on. Whoa!
Prepare for life support.
Well, all intents and purposes, this is very fun. But the only reason this is working is because of Chroma. Did I just finish that challenge already? No, I have to kill 50 more things. I was like, whoa. There's no way. Okay, the Incarnon mode of this gun does not last super long. I don't have that many shots. And that just happens every once in a while. I don't know why they all just exploded. I didn't fire a shot. Oy. And once the Incarnon buff goes down, the gun isn't exactly doing much. But at the very least, the gun can be used somehow. We'll make this better. I feel like we can make this better. We'll probably have to go into the testing room and try to make this better. Have to do some Warframe science. 92 enemies. Here, we'll go about 5 minutes into the survival mission so we can fight the Acolyte. In Steel Path missions, every once in a while, not every once in a while, after a couple of minutes, a bad guy will spawn that can give neat stuff that helps you become stronger. And one of the good tests of DPS in this game is whether or not this weapon can absolutely melt the Acolyte. So I can't wait for that to happen so we can give it a shot. But I mean, look at that. It's doing something. It's not doing nothing. But I'm very worried that that's probably just because of Chroma, the Warframe that I'm currently using, the character that I'm currently playing as. Callian, if you're still inside of this stream, what Warframe do you tend to play as? I know people in the stream probably don't play this game or know what it is or have gotten this far, but if you do, go ahead and let me know. I mean, personally, for me, my Warframe is what my mood is, but I've got my favorites. I like Ash because he's just actually a ninja. You don't have just actual ninjas a lot of the time in this game. Chroma, because I can give him whatever gun I want and it'll work. As you can see, although I do need to really push the limits of this gun. Hydroid is a pirate. Pirate funny. Pirate funny, pirate strong. Hey. But no, this is I'm gonna try shooting things without the Incarnon mode on for a bit. So this is just Chroma with the pistol. And it is doing things. Things are sort of... See, that was poor. If it took 5 shots to kill that, in comparison to bye-bye bad guy, then I don't know. 5 minutes yet? It's 4 minutes 40 seconds. The Acolyte has not shown up yet. Oh no, that was horrible. Did you see that? Anything affected by status, like that guy. He's currently glowing, he's on fire, he's probably freezing to death, he's infected with poison, all of that. That's working on them. But the pistol alone is not doing the work that I want it to. If I turn on all of these abilities, and I turn on the Incarnon mode, I get a sea of numbers, which is cooler to look at. But it's still not it's still not that. It's not hit hammer on floor and thing die. Okay. Time for the test. There's the Acolyte. I really wish I was immune to knockback. I did not get that mod when I got the chance. Hold on. Where'd it go? No. No. First off, I keep losing the Acolyte. Incarnon mode? Will you kill the Acolyte? Eesh. Now, the Acolyte died, and I didn't die, which one would call a success. But I'm 80% sure that if I swapped over to my rifle, or hit it with my hammer, that Acolyte would have died in a single hit. Oh! Synthesis target. Come over here. I need to scan you, so Samaris will give me Samaris coins. Come on. Just a little more.
Consider extraction.
There we go. There's the synthesis target. Now let's touch one of these little things over here so we don't just drop dead due to lack of oxygen. I typically use... Oh, sorry, I didn't see that. I gotta get better at reading this chat. I typically use Umbra as it's just what I'm used to. I also use Loki for stealth missions when needed and Gaz when I want to clear an area. Trying to branch out for more variety. Sick! Now, all of those are good choices. I know a lot of people sleep on Loki due to the fact that, you know, we're sort of in a DPS kill the entire room meta to get things done. But, I mean, if a spy mission needs to be done... Before anyone says, oh, but what about Avara? Like, look, sometimes we just need something a little bit simpler. Loki, if built correctly, can be invisible for a full minute without needing to recast it, which is more than good enough to get a spy mission done. Luckily, the new Warframes that have come out are a lot less tedious to farm. Like, I think I got Dante in 40 minutes because the drop tables for his pieces exist in the same mission you get the materials to get him, which is nice. Okay, well I completed that, which means that we can add in one additional buff to the Lato, which makes it just a little bit better. Oops, what am I doing? I gotta click on this thing. Alright, accuracy, weaponry, no. On headshot chance for... No. On kill. 50% chance for instant reload? I mean, yeah. That's a lot better than the rest. Oh, wow, I need the... Okay. This is the last... This is probably the last end of the buffs. Get 40 headshots with this weapon in Incarnon form in a single mission. That's not bad. I can probably just go back to that same mission, do it, and then leave without needing to finish. Increase space. Let's do that. Let's do that really quickly before I need to use my brain and read. Headshots. Uh-oh. Did it say headshot kills or just headshots? That's not good. I can read it. Skip. 40 headshots in its Incarnon form in a single mission. Yeah, that's not hard at all. Let's get that energy. use a cipher for only 3 nodes on a hacking terminal because I am lazy, and I have thousands of those.
I'm sending auxiliary life support.
It needs to be with its... Oh, wow, whoops. Where's my armor? Need that. I need that. Okay, back to the thingy. Okay, Incarnon form. Yeah, I figured that that was not going to take long at all. I'm done. Great. See, when it... maybe getting its Incarnon is... I know I said I wanted to do it without the Incarnon, but I mean, the Incarnon is just making the gun usable. So... Oh, okay, here, nope, I pressed the wrong button, go me. Here it is. Alright, one of these is better than the rest. Base critical chance by 20%, which means from 10, it will... Can I just swap them? I can swap them, which means I don't need to think that hard. Okay, 30% crit, and 18% status, but that crit multiplier is not high. So I don't know if this is the way to go. This one, on equip from primary, increase base critical chance by 50%, increase base critical damage multiplier by 4. On equip from primary? Oh, that means from swapping guns. That means thinking. Direct damage per status type affecting the enemy. That... It only has 6% status. Okay, let's do this one. Increase critical chance and increase base status chance by 12%. Meaning that our base... Ooh, yeah, see? That's a lot better. That's a lot better. Let's do this instead. And then look at that number again. 21% status. Versus... 64% status. And with my little death cube, putting status on enemies, or at least all of the status effects that the gun is not putting on. What status effects do you do anyway? Let's upgrade for a second. Nope, that's the weapon. House drum, you do radiation, viral, and puncture, and heat. These two, radiation, viral, and heat. Meaning that this gun should be doing corrosive. It's already doing radiation. I don't know if I can... Here's what we're going to do. We're going to remove accelerated isotope, so we don't have that additional bump in radiation, because we want separate status effects to do more damage. So we are going to swap that with frostbite, and we should have blast. Yes. An even split between corrosive and blast, because blast is funny now. It actually does its job. Like back in the day, it stunned things a little bit, which is whatever. But nowadays, it can actually do work. It can actually damage things. And that put my status chance to 75%, so that's nice. Now, final adjustment that I want to make. We'll do this in the Simulacrum, because I think we need some testing dummies to really understand what results we're getting.
The multitude of creatures you have immortalized
Hi, Samaris.
cry out in thanks.
I don't know if they would cry out in thanks. They'll definitely cry about something. I spend a lot more time in here than I wish, or at least I did. Nowadays I do a lot of testing in mission, which is just better, but I spent a lot of hours just in this silly room. I wish I hadn't. Doing tests only in the Simulacrum is not a good way of gauging how well a gun will perform in mission. But in this case, we'll see what happens. Okay, semi-pistol cannonade. We'll just keep that on for the base damage. And let's go ahead and spawn in some Good old Grenier? Grenier. If I'm doing a lot of different damage types, then... Yeah, let's do a Grenier battle unit. They're at Steel Path, level 165. So... Alright, let's get started. I will not use any of my abilities. I will simply use this gun and my death cube. Alright, that's a status effect. Whoa! Excuse me. Okay, what about a normal Grenier unit? Death cube, do your job, please. Death cube? Death cube. Hello? He's not doing the thing. My death cube broke. Okay, whatever. This is not awful. Especially for the Lato. It is... that still takes a couple of shots. What about the super gun? Ooh! Did they fix the animations for that? That looked cool. Anyway. That's still... See, why did that guy just die? I like that AoE. Heavy units take a second. I charge up the Incarnon mode really fast, though. But that's not necessarily making the Lato good. It's just giving an Incarnon to a Lato, which just means that your gun has now become a super gun, which is not my goal. My goal is to use this Incarnon to make it feel nice. Alright, so for the sake of the testing, and for making my Sentinel actually do something, let's unpause the AI. So that way you actually fire your gun. There we go. Oh! Whoops. I'm only familiar from Warframe from songs based on it. Well, I mean, if the music itself can make you familiar with a game, then the music is doing its job. The Warframe theme, its composer, something Power, I forgot his name, did a really good job. I'm gonna unpause the enemies because, oh, don't, no. Calm down. Woo, I am at 7 health. That was almost unfortunate. They have status on them. The Butcher dies. Takes a couple of shots on the elite units, on the elite Lancers. It is not the best. It is just not the best. But it can do so. Like, look, if you're somebody who wants a funny weapon, or like a funny build, for the first gun in the game, and you're not touching Steel Path, then yes, this thing is probably going to decimate everything in the star chart. But, you know, I say that without actually testing it, so I should probably test it. Let's clear this. And go with the old, corrupted heavy gunner dummies. There they are. Let's take one more shot at this. See, that's a full mag, and the status effects killed him. The Incarnon mode. The Incarnon mode can step up. The Incarnon mode can sort of step up, but it's not that. It just isn't. Like, that doesn't one-shot the heavy gunners, but like, it takes a quarter of their health and strips them from armor. Meaning that if I just do this inside of a tiny room, like a couple of times, then more than likely, most of the things that I'm dealing with are going to die. Like, the hammer by itself is already fine. What happens if I just hit you guys? Ooh, they're really not caring about the hammer, because they are heavy units with a lot of armor. Yeah, no, it can't do it. It just cannot do it. Like, let's test the Soma. How many shots does it take to kill you with a corrosive Soma? More than I want it to be. I know the Soma is not stepping up in base damage like the other weapons, but if you get this thing, because it has punch through and Hati Satya on it, which means that over the course of time, you get armor stripped from the green shards, and you get some pretty high numbers. See, that's just fun to look at, and that's why I use it. But in an actual mission, this steps up really nice. But this pistol's just not quite. It's not quite doing it. Let's go get a very funny gun. Yeah, this is indeed like the sort of training area. A testing room, you would say. Here, let's get a gun that actually does damage. Like, what is one of the big mucho damage number guns in the game right now? Here, let's use the Corinth, because it's a shotgun, and shotguns are fun. I like shotguns. And let's quickly clear the enemies and reset them back to a Grineer battle group, because I just think that's a better test bed. And I'm also going to turn off Death Cube. I haven't named him yet. Daniel the Death Cube. Okay, so here's the Lato against a Grineer Butcher. 1, 2, 3. These are all headshots. 5, 6. That's 6 shots. Corinth. There's the difference. That is what I want the gun to do. And I know that's a shotgun versus a sidearm, but this is Warframe, meaning that each of these different, like, damage should just be a thing. Like, the Incarnon makes it a fun weapon, because you got all of this pretty ricochet bullet AoE nonsense. But that still took the same amount of shots to kill that Elite Lancer, when I could just remove the Elite Lancer. I can remove the Bombard behind it, too. Those are heavy enemy units. That was 2 shots. It's also a grenade launcher. Look at that. It's ridiculous. Those are higher numbers than I thought those were going to be. That's because I put Cannonade on this gun. A bit unbalanced. Yeah. Keep in mind, the Corinth Prime is, a prime variation of an existing shotgun, and it's a shotgun, versus the first pistol that you get in the game. Even with its Incarnon form. It's just a little disappointing. Like, let's, what's a fun, here's the Zylok. Let's see how the Zylok performs. The Zylok Prime. We got a couple of bad guys that are still there, so we can just give it a shot. See, if you get the ramp up on that, that's just performs significantly better. You know, 2-shot or 1-shot. Most of the normal units. The scoping units go bye-bye. And just to clarify, aside from that, this gun is also an Incarnon. So let's go ahead and load those back up really quickly. Turn on the Incarnon mode. Now, what does this thing do in its Incarnon mode? Oh, it's a charge shot. That was a little bit more underwhelming than I thought it would be. Oh, wait. It's because it's hitting me. No. No. That's fun. Things are dying. Yeah. That's just more effective. Okay, let's have a little bit of fun. Those are Incarnon guns. Like, ideally, those are what... second Incarnate, second for... Yeah. So, these, Incarnon forms of weapons have alt fires. But in comparison, they had released an Incarnon gun. What's it called? It starts with an L. I have it. The Latum. Here's the Latum. Its Incarnon form is a little bit more overwhelming than the others. Let's just... That's the shotgun, sorry. Let's get some Incarnon form up a little bit. So that's what the Lato can just do on its own. That is not bad at all. But its Incarnon form is ridiculous. Look at that. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, bad guy. That's just insane. You can't really get this gun until a little bit later, when you get to some endgame stuff, but that is what I am comparing the Lato to. That was the standard. Let's just, They just die. Turns into a freaking SMG. There it goes. And then, let's try out a non-Incarnon gun, not even a prime gun. Let's do... I know I have a funny electric piston gun that does funny electric things. There it is, the Quats. The Quats, what a funny name. Let's use the orange one, give it some orange color in it. Are all the things dead? No, they're still alive. Okay, let's see how the Quats does on its own. Oh no, wait, if you zoom in, it's not a machine gun. Not the most effective thing in the world, but that's funny. Now, I'm doing corrosive damage right now on this pistol because I wanted the armor strip, and things in-game are usually going to bolster the damage. But if I use my fourth ability, I have viral, which means that I'm going to do more damage to their health. Whoops, I forgot about that. Ah! Yeah, there it goes. Yeah. Funny electric gun go burr. That's so good. Okay, hold on, wait a minute. I did not turn on... I did not turn on competitive Brawl Stars. Is that the... Oh, that's the Nickelodeon Smash. I like that game. That one's fun. We may do something there. There's the Quats. And that was it with my fourth ability. Let's get the Lato back. It starts with an L. Come on, Rush, you can do it. You learned your alphabet just last year. Supercell stuff. Yeah. Alright, here we go. Final test. Latum with a little bit of extra viral damage. That is not poor. And when blast kicks in, that happens. That's what I was talking about by blast working now, by the way. Like, they actually explode due to the status buildup. Oh! She's gone! Oh no! He just died. With the Incarnon form? Okay, well, I mean, that looks great, but that's because I'm using a damage buffing Warframe. Did the Clash of Clans stuff. Ah, Clash of Clans! That's an unhealthy amount of hours I'm never getting back of my life. No, I spent a lot of hours in Clash of Clans back when I was in college waiting for rehearsals to start. Hearthstone, too. That was another unhealthy addiction of mine. Yeah, it's just not doing what I want it to. Like, one of my current favorite guns right now is this compressor. Now, where is that? I am streaming. I am streaming. Yeah. We'll probably end it here soon, but I just want to show off one of my favorite guns in the game right now. So this is the compressor. It fires bubbles. These bubbles do this. Absolute nonsense. Look at them go. This gun used to really suck, but now it's beautiful. That is one of the most satisfying go burr moments in a while. Yeah, I did a fair amount of Hearthstone stuff 5 or 6 years ago. Hearthstone Battleground. Is there another one? Oh no. I'm gonna do my best to avoid that. No offense. Bubbles are fun, indeed. The bubbles are really fun. The Ocu-Core is a connecting beam weapon. Although I have not updated that build in a minute, so let's just give it a go. Let's shoot this thing. Oh wow, that's really not good. I know it needs to get 1 kill to ramp up, but I don't know how much more. There's a connecting beam. Not really. Okay, see? Yeah, there it goes. And that's without any abilities or buffs on. Yeah, the Ocu-Core can step up. 8-player duel thing. You face different people each round. Oh, so it's like TFT? I know that's probably isn't. And Civ 7 next year should be good. Oh goodness. I have full admission. I am horrible at Civ. I'm horrible at strategy games in general. Except for TFT. Because I cheated. I just looked up a cheat sheet on what build I'm supposed to put up for that. But it got me wins. I can't say it does. The Catabolist. This is also another one of my favorite guns. Like, pure raw damage alone, but also because if you reload it, tosses a grenade. Let's see how it steps up here. There. Yeah, no, it's still... That is the Catabolist doing its job. Up, it ran out of bullets, which means I can reload and do that. Yeah, it's so strong. And just one more with the Lato, so we can get a final feel and we can come up with a decision. You know what? No. Here's what we're gonna do. You're doing corrosive and blast. A puncture, semi-pistol cannonade is giving it base damage. But I know that there is a brand new mod that gives it status damage. See, though, that 2,400 just went to a 600. So I don't know whether or not that was the move at all. But we will give it a shot. Back with the battle unit. Lato with status damage, Elementalist. That's a new mod, so let's give it a shot. Oh wow, that is so much worse. Oh yeah, no, now it doesn't do anything. What does the Incarnon mode do? That, my friends, those are increased. Are you able to use those modifiers in real matches or just in the test zone? They are available in match. Basically, everything that you could do in here, you can test. Will work out in like actual missions. The only difference being how many things spawn, because I can only spawn 20 things inside of this testing room. In Warframe, especially in high difficulties, you fight hundreds and hundreds of things at once. So there's more status elements all over the place. More things are dying. Alright, I think I've come to the conclusion. The Lato sucks. Very unfortunate. But it does. I don't know if there's anything else I can do with it. It's got the Incarnon. It's got all of this nonsense on it. First off, I'm going to switch that back to semi-pistol cannonade. So at the very least, I can bring this on low-level things to confuse new players. Sounds if I were to play, I will need better than an RTX 20. Not really. There's a lot of things that happen in this game, but you can just tone down the graphics. Like for the most part, this game runs on a lot of PCs. It's a fun one. It's a high investment game, but again, if you take the time to learn its systems, ask questions, especially from the community, you can get into it. I gave my little cousin Elden Ring on Steam to play because his computer could run Warframe, so I just thought it could do it. It does not run Elden Ring, but if it doesn't run Elden Ring but can run Warframe, I'm sure you'll totally be able to do it with an RTX 2060. A 2060 is not... A 2060 is still something. It's not nothing. I won't be a snob. Admittedly, I'm using a 3070 right now, but I did play Warframe for a very long time on, like, a booty Dell laptop that overheated my chest when I would play it in my bed. So it's, what is it? It'll run. I used to play this game with a trackpad because I was poor. Oh yeah, after I upgrade my PC, that's the first game I'll do. Luckily looking at Prime Day, upgrading my system. Heck yeah, man. Congrats. It'll be fun. No, it'll be fun. This game or Elden Ring? I'm not super sure. This game is not for everyone. I'll make my friends play it, and we'll see how that all goes down. But I'll recommend Elden Ring to everyone. Probably Elden Ring. Yeah, no, I'll recommend Elden Ring to everyone. How about this? Next stream, we'll do some Elden Ring stuff. I think that'll be fun. It's 9:46, which means I still have a bit of time. I want to bring this into a mission one more time with the new modifiers and see what happens. And just so we can get a bit more kick out of the gun, because I know she increases the crits for secondaries. When you have all of them. I don't even have all of them, but when you have a lot of them, it gets confused. Ureli, there we go. Ureli has been really fun recently. So let's give her the Lato, slap her into a Steel Path mission, and see what happens. Let's change it up. Let's not go back to Saturn. Let's make things a bit more shinier and go into Mott. Are all these different alien races? No, so, how do I explain this? You play as effectively a ghost that can inhabit the corpses. The dead corpses that are the different Warframes. So I am playing what is effectively a super suit inhabited by a space ghost. And all of them have fun little stories and lore behind them. But yeah, like you play as this guy, play as this dude, and you can inhabit the different Warframes. It's a funky game, but that's like part of why I really love it. Like, this is out there, and this is weird to a lot of people.
Life support capsules your way.
But those people just need to suscept themselves to new things, you know? Let's turn on my abilities, make sure that I'm all tanky, and start using the gun. I did change it. Oh! Okay, you know what? Ureli can use the Lato, not the base Lato. It still needs to be in its alt fire form, but this is incredibly effective. More effective than I thought it would be. Woo, look at all of those numbers. They're not the highest numbers, but it's hitting a lot of things. Oh yeah. Yeah, there is still fun to do. I've tended to lean towards classical fantasy stuff rather than sci-fi, but I should expand what I do. I mean, like, everyone has their preference. Another buddy of mine, she's like really into Dragon Age, Baldur's Gate, and things like that. But when we offered her, okay, what about Mass Effect? She was like, oh no, I hate Mass Effect. But it's just Mass Effect is just what do you call it? At least in my eyes, from what I've played, is basically just Dragon Age, but in space. Like, it's got the same RPG systems. They talk to each other effectively the same way. Gameplay is different, of course, because it's a shooter. But you know, she's just not into the sci-fi thing, and that's totally fine. Everyone has a preference. I like it all. Is this a real game now? What do you mean by real game? Is there things to do? Is this a game with content? Oh yeah, hundreds and hundreds of hours of content. So you know, if you're into hundreds of hours of content, then go give it a shot. But if you're not, you need to space out your time a bit more, then maybe not Warframe, because it takes a second. Ureli is putting in the work. But as you can see, there's a lot of things that are alive right now that probably wouldn't be alive if I was using anything else. Ooh, you ready? Come on, no dying. And there's Vor, there's the boss, who I do absolutely nothing to. Oh, wait, hold on, he's at half health. Oh! You ready? Come on. Kill Vor. Ah, please stop. Please stop.
We cannot blame these creatures. They are being led by a false plummet. An imposter.
Ranked versus stuff, or versus, is this ranked stuff or wait. What do you mean by, like, ranks? Like, is this game PvP or something? No. No, if that was your question, then it is not. There's no rank, yeah, it's a PvE game. It's more about doing the things in the mission in the game than competing with other players. Which is why the community is so held well together, because they don't have to spend all of their time figuring out how to kill each other in separate ways. This is not working. This is not working. That's working. The hammer is still the best weapon I have in this arsenal. Here, we'll stay for the rest of the duration just so I can get the XP payout. But we're just going to use the silly hammer for now, because it's just yielding better results. I'm pretty sure that you'll even kill Vor after he healed all his health. Yeah, I killed Vor in 2 hits after he healed all of his health by hitting my hammer on the floor. To Genshin? Oh yeah, I would say. Although it's not a gacha game. In Warframe, you go around the different planets, collect the blueprints and resources to make the Warframe, and then build the Warframe. So there's no RNG based in getting the character. There's RNG based in getting the things you need to upgrade the character. But those cards are shared in Universal, meaning that you don't need to double up sitting on a single character to level up those mods. You can just put all of those upgraded mods on a brand new Warframe. So like if you max out a damage mod on a gun, and then you buy a new gun, you don't need to get another one to max out. You can just use the same one. Ooh, life support is low. I was not paying attention. Hello Nexus. Ooh, Warframe. Yes, I love Warframe. I do lots of Warframe things. Just, I was testing the Lato. I was trying. Like, the first sidearm you get in the game, it did not go well. It did not do what I wanted it to. Look at that. There goes the Acolyte. Let me hit him with the hammer one more time. Okay, one more time. Okay, one more time. There. Easy. No thinking. Bye-bye, Acolyte. And now we leave, because Yareli is going to die. Only RNG is blueprints, I would say. Oh yeah, my tech at the in my basement right now, he's been farming one of the bosses for what is it? It's not Tilrigor. What's the angry screamy one? Vayhek. He has been farming Vayhek over 200 times, and he's still missing that last component to build him, which is unfortunate. You can't trade those blueprints. You just sort of have to hope you get them. What's your main? It depends. I go based on vibes, but I cycle between... Right now I cycle between Hydroid, Chroma, and Frost. Because Frost is really fun right now. And right now we were testing Ureli to see if the Lato could step up, but it cannot, so... Poop. I would genuinely... It would genuinely be easier to go buy Hydroid Prime than to get the last blueprint. It is true. So, because of the trading economy, you can get Prime variations of Warframes, which are just like pretty gold ones with slightly better stats. And those are sometimes just easier to get than spending hours farming a boss and praying it works. Alright, Ureli, you've done your job. This is my miscellaneous loadout, so I'll just reset this to Chroma. Or, yeah, Hydroid? No, we'll reset it to Chroma before we call it a night here, folks. But yeah, it's very unfortunate. There's my... So yeah, so... There's my Hydroid. Hydroid likes to strip armor and do damage from his abilities alone, so he's a great platform for horde clears. I got Jade for flying like an idiot, Ureli for her skill augment, Varuna for lazy melee, and Wisp Nuke. Those are all very good choices. I'd be hard-pressed to find a bad choice in Warframe nowadays. The game is in excellent state. And like, who was the one asking about Warframes? Manrock, yeah. So, this is how, so, like Genshin, each of the characters has like different abilities and things like that. These are all the... Nope, that's the wrong button. Swap. These are all of the different ones. There are a lot. Like, there's a lot. And I don't have all of them. I have a lot of them, though. Like, there's normal Banshee, and then there's Banshee Prime. The difference being, like, they got little golden trim on there. Wait, why do I have an unranked Banshee Prime? Why are you there? Why do I have 3 of you? So that one of those was a mistake. So are you Rush or Rush's friend? Can't quite tell from the... Oh, right. Okay, so I am the duck. Rush is the duck. My friend is monitoring the stream downstairs, and he's just on my account. I don't know why he's still on my account, but yeah, I guess we're lazy to fix it. Change it. Quack. I like ducks. We were looking for a chicken. Couldn't find a chicken. I'm Filipino, so, like, a chicken would be more appropriate. We don't got ducks in the Philippines. Yeah, seeming to remind me now a bit of Vampire. Well, no, like, a lot of games, especially looter shooters, are a derivative of each other. Like that new First Descendants game, which sucks. It's like all of the bad parts of Anthem and Destiny and Warframe combined. Oh, goodness. It was my buddy Nolan and I were trying it for a couple of hours. A good chunk of those hours was the game under maintenance, so we didn't even get a chance. I don't want to watch on my main. Well, now I'm just offended, Tech. Now I'm sad. I'm kidding. I don't care. Oh, whoops. No. This is my high... I'm not paying attention. I'm messing up my loadouts. There's Hydroid. But yeah, there's my Hydroid. I made him look like a One Piece character with the coat and everything. But no, he's really fun. Frost, because as of now, anything that's frozen in place you can deal double crit damage to, which is insane. Frost is really good right now. If we had time, I'd show you guys how he performs eventually. Maybe if I have free time tomorrow or free time another day, and we can do some Frost stuff. But Frost is really good. And who else did I say? Chroma. I have my Chroma loadout there. Snoo. So yeah. So there's Chroma. I like it. What's your highest damage you've done so far in this game? Can't say. I know I have a couple of frames that can hit like 1,000,000 damage. Chroma is not one of them. He gets help from other Warframes. I would say Hydroid, because I gave him this ability, Breach Surge, from another Warframe. You can swap some abilities onto different Warframes, and this is from another one. But this one just sort of does damage, and I don't particularly know why it does so much damage. It is a very funny nuke, but yeah, it's very fun. I know I've gotten a bunch of 1,000,000 damages on Mirage from her Disco Ball alone. Yeah, her Disco Ball... And every once in a while with some of the Kuva weapons, I'll get a funny number. Kalervo, he always gets 1,000,000 damages a lot. It's nuts. It has a damage multiplier. Is that why Breach Surge does that? Goodness. No, it's beautiful. I love it. Although the animation is a little bit, it's funny to watch Hydroid do pirate things, and then one ability where he floats around like a fairy for a second. I'm like actual, like Fae fairy. Wasn't trying to be mean there, but yeah, he can do some decent damage. And of course, Wisp, because that's where the ability is from, can absolutely reach millions of damage without trying. And I know Mag has gotten a couple of millions. Well, both if status or crit, both if I can get a hand on it. But I've really liked status. I like the idea of the new meta being pay attention to the status you're doing to the specific type of bad guy. I like that. Like, a lot of people just want to make one build and it's good for everything, but that just means less engagement in the game, you know? I think a little bit of thinking is nice. They have, if we go over to this loadout thing over here, and you have 3 presets that you can make, and you can also make presets for your weapons here too. So I think not utilizing this just means you're getting less out of the game. You know, you're stunting your damage at some point. But I do not stay in missions super long. There's a lot of people who like to stream this game and stay in survival missions for hours. Like, they max out the level on their Warframes, and nah, I'm okay. I got better things to do than sit in a single mission just to say that I can sit. Like, I don't get why I would brag about being able to sit in a mission for hours if it doesn't actually give me anything.
A new alert
you
has
know?
begun. It will be
You get
marked on
flex
navigation.
points. But yeah, no, there's a lot of there is indeed a lot of options, and because of that, things can get pretty overwhelming. Like, if you look at all of those, like, what is this? What is this? The average person who is new at this game is going to look at all of this and be like, I'll go back to Destiny. Destiny is less thinking. Destiny has random rolls and perks. And Destiny doesn't have to deal with the math that is all of these modding stuff. But I like to deal with the math. Not do math, I'm bad at it, but I like dealing with this type of math. Oh, and yeah, like, each of the different characters, I'm generalizing, like, each of the different Warframes all very much play differently. That's a stealth frame, that one's a Spartan that likes kicking things, this one doesn't like to die, this one likes to spread space aids, this likes to heal and kill things, this one also likes to heal and kill things, this one is a dog, that one is a microwave, that one likes to punch things, this one is quite literally just a horseman of death. At some point, they stop being ninjas. Like, where's Ash? Where's my Ash? He should be easy. This is the most ninja-y frame I have, because his abilities are quite literally throw a shuriken, smoke screen, kill, Deletus. I should probably focus more and figure out what I'm gonna do in my life. Same. Yeah, this is this is a game that does take some time. I'm about to look up my stats, which is probably going to be a mistake, because it's just going to make me feel bad, but I'm going to do it anyway, because I'm curious. Stats. Alright. Oh, my quest to kill 1,000,000 Grineer is almost there. A couple more things need to die, but how many hours do I have in this game? General stats. I have that many hours. Keep in mind, this is only counted for my hours from when I had transferred my account to console, meaning that I have about 3 more hours, 3 more years of hours worth of time added on to this. And 1900 hours is apparently not even considered a lot in the grand scheme of things. Like, my big number here only says 27. I have seen 40s. Yeah, I know I have over 7,000 hours. Woo! But Terraria is worth it. Terraria is absolutely worth it. I need to get back. I haven't even fought in those last bosses. I stopped playing Terraria a while ago. And then they added in, like, all those other Eldritch horrors into the game. And I was like, whoa! I want to wear that thing's skin. Monster Hunter 2. I also have a lot of Monster Hunter hours. I think Monster Hunter would also might make a nice stream. Even if no one knows what's going on. It's this big monster. 1.3 dropped. Oh. Yeah, I'm late. I'm absolutely late. Monster Hunter for you. Mine was World. I'm a Monster Hunter baby. I will Moon Lord. Who's the Moon Lord? Well, I don't know who the Moon Lord is, so that's telling. If you need any help, I have a bit of experience. Oh yeah, on Terraria, please. Terraria is I know Warframe is a game that has a lot of information and crap going on in the screen, but for whatever reason, 2D stuff just makes my brain go squish. Went from 4U stories, 1 to Rise, Sunbreak, then Iceborne. Now that's pretty good. Rise, I like Rise a lot more than people like Rise. Like normally like Rise. Because they did a lot of nice streamlining things that don't exist in World. Which is nice. Oh yeah, no, free time. Yeah, that's something that I have more free time than most due to the nature of my work. But I definitely don't have the free time to just sit and do nothing anymore. Rise is fun for the movement and the chainsaw charge. Like, yeah, funny. All of the funny. No, it's cool. And I'm hoping that Wilds adds in a lot of those tidbits into its gameplay. I'm very excited. A bunch of my friends have recently... A bunch of my friends have also recently gotten into Monster Hunter. One of them is super into it. Another one is too focused on Elden Ring to get right into it, but he likes it. He likes fighting big giant monster. He also likes listening to the voice actors in English for whatever reason, even though it's... You know, if there's anything that will grate my brain, it's probably listening to bad English voice acting over Japanese animation. It's a bit goofy. In Wilds, the cats talk. I don't like that. I want them to meow. I like it better if they meow. So they put in a feature in Wilds where you can take away their ability to speak and give them back the meows. Grandma Cat absolutely was the best cat. For some reason, I took a course on CSC stuff past year. Now I need to figure out what to do with it, having no impact on most of my interest. Oh. Is that coding? Sorry if I don't know. I'm a music boy, meaning that basically everything that isn't a piano is rocket science to me. But no, it's hard to pick up, say, a practical skill and turn it into not necessarily a career, but like something that you love to do. I had the benefit, the very fortunate luck of being able to find a job in music, let alone the fact that I can make music that I like whatever I want, post it, and then earn from it. Like, that's a blessing. So I'm always very conscious that I had that opportunity. I'm very grateful I had that opportunity. I keep saying I'll do some online music classes. Anyways, there's like computers cutting metal and stuff. Oh wait, CNC. Oh, like CNC machines. That's right. Oh, that's sick. Yeah. That's cool. That's super cool. If I had the know-how, and by know-how I mean like coordination to handle machinery, I'd probably do it. I really like modded Nerf guns, 3D printed stuff. Like, I have a couple that are made from like metal Home Depot rebar and 3D printed materials, and they all work fantastically. I really like that stuff. But like CNC machining, like metal things, that's all a little bit above my skill. Oh, thank you. Yeah. No, I need to my buddy who's downstairs, who helped me set up this stream, helped me sort of get back into the swing of things, and I'm hoping I can stay in the swing of things. My time in LA definitely drained me more than I wanted it to. Don't think I want to work in corporate commercial music again. Just really wasn't my vibe. There was a lot of very fulfilling stuff, and I learned a lot, but just something about doing all of that just sort of takes the heart of it, right? The heart of it away. I don't want to do something that will remove my love of music. And I didn't think that sitting inside of a booth in a Hollywood studio would drain that love as much as it did. I really didn't think it would. I was thinking, this is the next step in my career. This is absolutely what I wanted to do. And then I rewrote the same song. I don't know if I can provide all of the context, but I rewrote the same song like 80 times. And I bashed my head into a wall and a keyboard, just wanting to die a little. Oh, goodness. Yeah, you missed out on the great sales from Bamboo Labs. Their first printer is 200. My buddy Tech, he does 3D printed stuff. He knows all about that. So I don't know if he does CNC machining stuff. A bit odd. Hard to see when I only know a single YouTube channel. Yeah, no, I'm gonna get back into it. This last project, the Outer Wilds thing, that's doing well. That was fun to write. I set up an entire recording thing downstairs. I have a booth, I have the gear, and I just did not utilize it because I just was drained and was not motivated to do so. Like, I went to LA after the basement was already fixed into becoming a recording studio. So, like, I think that's also part of it. I put a lot of work into making that basement nice. And then, bam, I leave and I don't use it. But now I'm home. We're utilizing it, and it'll be good. It'll be cool. Expect some stuff next week, hopefully. I've got a couple things I want to do. I will be taking a small vacation in the middle of July, but then I will be back. Watch the original or the remake Spice and Wolf on the side note. Spice and Wolf? What's Spice and Wolf? Do I need to Google something? Am I gonna Google this? I'm gonna Google it. I'll go get the context. Spice and Wolf. Oh, it's an animal. This looks familiar. Although I have not seen it. I'll be honest, I have not aside from Freyrin, because Freyrin is great. I have not watched too much animus in a bit. I have been less TV. TV's just sort of been disappointing. Especially with the Halo show. Kevin Penkin, who did the Made in Abyss OST, is making the soundtrack for the new season. That's sick. That's sick. Made in Abyss was cool. Except for that last season. Sorry, lads. Oh, boy. Yeah, that was bad. They ended it with a slideshow. I've never seen an anime do that. Man. Alright, a little bit over 2 hours of a stream. I think that went pretty well. Dungeon Meishe, would you like it if you liked the Made in Abyss and Freyrin? Alright, I'll go ahead and give it a shot. I think it's time to get some new shows, new inspiration, you know? Yeah, no. TV has been disappointing. That's also a part of, like, why I've been, you know? I like to orchestrate things that catch my interest, and not too many things have caught my interest. And the Halo show being itself has also, you know, just made me lose faith in a lot of TV. Fallout show, that was cool. But I don't know if I'll cover Fallout. I feel like I'll get in trouble with that. We'll see. Sorry for the burps. I do have a soda, as you can see. I haven't taken a single sip from it. I'm just absorbing the gas through osmosis. My dear friend Nokotan, if you want to get something trendy. Okay. I don't know. When I deliberately try to ride a hype train, it doesn't necessarily yield results. My best and most popular videos have always been made on a whim. I did not do Brand New Animal because it was trending. I did Brand New Animal because I liked that show and I thought it was fun. I didn't even know it was famous. I thought a lot of people would think it was weird because it's got a anthropomorphic raccoon girl in it. You know, some people think that's weird. I think it's cute and funny, especially when she turns into animals that just don't fit her proportions and it looks goofy. That show was raw. There's a couple of things. I need to get off of the Hiroyuki Sawano train because a lot of those songs sound exactly the same, I'll fully admit, as much as I like Hiroyuki Sawano. Oh yeah, it's a favorite of a lot. But yeah, no, I'll definitely do channel stuff. I also would not be averse to maybe streaming my process. Maybe. We'll see. It would be nice. I'm just checking some things here. What do you I'm no longer looking at the frame. Alright. I think we're going to call it a night here, folks. I think this was a successful stream. I was afraid the duck would break or the internet would kill it all. But it's been working. On the gaming channel, you seem to have a reduced audience. And oh yeah. No, what do you call it? Starting small is how you do it, I think. The gaming channel. Again, I did start this for primarily games, but we'll see where this channel goes in the future. But for now, let's do these streams, because these are nice to put together. It's nice. Alright then, I think with that, we'll head out here, folks. Thanks for coming in. What you caught to the 7 of you that are currently here. To the others that came in, checked it out, left, had other things to do. Yeah, we'll be back again soon. I don't know whether or not I'm just going to schedule. I may just do these on a whim. I'll do my best to try to schedule the streams. Just to get things rolling. And then we'll see where we go from there. Alright, folks. Peace.